Hi there, I'm Sipka, and this is the Apatros review. Now, in this episode, we take a look at a thriller called A Passion to Kill. It's almost a softcore, but not that quite. So this is not age restricted or anything. And this film was released in Australia on VHS under the title Rules of Obsession. This is just, I actually took the VHS cover and modified it to fit my DVD case, just for this review. And this is an American film, obviously, and it was theatrical, and it actually had a very limited theatrical release on the 4th of November 1994 in the US. And then right after that it went straight to video. But still, it was a theatrical film anyway. It was directed by Rick King, written by William Delligan, who died the following year after this, and produced by Bruce Con Curtis. And starred Scott Bakula, yes, Mr. Quantum Leap himself, his future wife Chelsea Field, Sheila Kelly, John Getz, and Rex Smith. Now, this film never saw a DVD release in Australia, only released on VHS around 1995 under the British TV title Rules of Obsession by RocVale Video, a company that was prolific during the 1990s and had limited exposure in the beginning of the DVD era, with a partnership with Magna Pacific that had them issue a bunch of cheap European shot science fiction B films, mostly those from Philip J. Roth. RocVale was also responsible for releasing some classic 1990s Sympathetica, such as Automatic, which saw a local DVD release from the cheap label Ram Multimedia, my favorite release from that label. And by the way, actually the tape for this film actually has the Automatic trailer on it. And the PM Entertainment flick T-Force, ironically one of the only Richard Pepin films that isn't on DVD in Australia. I personally having copies of the British multi-zone disc, and my converted copy from the original RocVale VHS release. Now, during the 1990s, director Rick King had bounced around genres of a crazy unpredictability, going from things like the Kickboxer sequel Kickboxer 3: The Art of War, to science fiction action, to then this little semi-erotic thriller that, despite not making any real impact on the movie scene, indeed, A Passion to Kill, which was released in Australia's Rules of Obsession, personally I think that's actually a much better title, only saw a brief limited theatrical release in New York City in early November 1994, before quickly going direct to video, which is its more natural home given the subject matter. Now, this film did have one critical thing going for it. It spawned one of the best marriages that Hollywood has ever seen in the past 30 years, with Quantum Leap actor Scott Bakula marrying his co-star Chelsea Field right after they started together in this movie, and remained together ever since, going strong for over 25 years. Good thing there wasn't any one of those no fraternization rules on that set. Now, story-wise, this isn't anything standout, even for this genre, but I actually found the film to be somewhat engaging, even if only minimally. There are two effective ways to do a mystery in a thriller. Either one, keep the mysteries revealed from the audience, only revealing each twist at the same time the protagonist learns of it, so that both the hero and the audience are on the same page, or two, reveal the secret to the audience early on, but conduct the mystery in a roundabout way, so the audience is already 3 steps ahead of the hero, making it more of an interesting thing to see the audience's interest of being, come on movie protagonist, the important clues right in front of you, as our desire to see the hero figure out something we've already had the answer to since the beginning of the movie actually generates tension. A Passion to Kill does things that second effective way. Scott Bakula plays an honest and ethical shrink who has a best friend working as an entertainment lawyer and a very good female friend slash ex-girlfriend, but still on good terms with, who is an ADA, Assistant District Attorney Legalese, prosecuting criminals. When his lawyer friend gets married to a nice-looking but somewhat mysterious brunette, the future Mrs. Bakula, Chelsea Field, the shrink starts to get rattled by her beauty, even though his other female friend, a master shrink, advises him to keep his distance since she can see things coming a nautical mile off. But Scotty Boy fails to keep his distance, shaking up with Chelsea right after she offs her new husband. As Scott tries to keep his new love from being cornered by the law, he begins to wonder if maybe his new love isn't really at fault for her own doing, or is, as it's revealed at the end of the film, that she was the victim of serious abuse in her childhood, and simply reverting to a unique defense mechanism of stabbing any bloke who hurts her after they get drunk. Doesn't take a rocket scientist or my reasoning skills to work that one out, do you, buddy? Now, that facet of the plot, a woman who gets abused as a child developing a murderous reflex action of automatically stabbing any partner who she has who gets drunk and then abuse on her, is actually quite interesting. Hence my decision to give this one a C+ on my grading scale. I have personally seen the effects of physical and psychological abuse, and I fully get why Chelsea Field's character does what she does. Any person who suffered serious abuse over the years tends to get those thoughts in their head of doing the abuse in by violent means, although not many tend to act them out. So, psychologically speaking, Field's character is more deserving of serious mental help, since her abuse has put her in an involuntary cycle of killing any partner she has, who gets even the slightest bit abusive after having one too many bottles of grog, as she can't help her actions. Now, even though I dislike the concept of murderers using the much abused, not guilty by mental defect defense, there are nevertheless legitimate cases of that concept, and those people need to find a better option in jail. The film even ends on a somewhat optimistic viewpoint, with Scott and Chelsea finding peace in their relationship. He's a shrink, so he's got the tools to help her with, and some resolution to Chelsea's killer habits. Anyway, the best thing about this film is that Scott Bakula and Chelsea Field found true love, both on screen and off, and that's actually a nice thing to see. I wonder if they watch this film every year on their anniversary. If they do so, that's good. Anyway, A Passion to Kill, or Rules of Obsession, whichever title you prefer, rests on the C+ rung of my grading ladder. A standard plot that has some interesting elements to it, making it watchable to a passable extent. If you're a psychology student, it might be a pretty decent film to watch, although there's still some elements of Hollywood psychology here. But still interesting. I should also note that the original screen Daredevil, actor Rex Smith, who played the superior lawyer in the trial of the Incredible Hulk telepic, which I covered before, has a role here as well, in a brief role. Now for gore nudity, no gore aside from mild blood, but Chelsea Field shows off her breasts and butt. Scott Bakula, you've got good taste. Hope you and the missus stay together for many years yet. Okay, so that's it for that one. I'm just gonna upload this video and basically get on to completing my last PS1 game on video. That's basically Alien Resurrection. Hope you guys are staying safe. Take it easy. That's a review. See ya. Oh, by the way, I've got a couple of video game reviews in the coming weeks before the end of the year. You're gonna love this. See you guys.